this segment, we're going to learn how to take slope measurements. The two tools that we'll use are the contractor's level and a tape, and then we'll use the smart tool to measure a more exact slope. In order to take a measurement with a contractor's level and a tape, you simply place the level on the ramp and raise it until the bubble in the level is in the center, and you measure the distance from the bottom of the level to the top of the ramp. In this case, it's 2 inches over a distance of 24 inches, which is the length of the level. That equals 1 in 12, which meets the minimum requirements of the ADA. In order to take a slope measurement with a smart tool, much easier. Just place the tool on the ramp, turn it on, and let it do its thing. In the screen, it automatically reads out in a digital format what the slope is. Right now, the ramp is reading 1 in 12. If you change the setting, you can actually see it in degrees or in angle. So the maximum degrees, if you reset it for degree setting, you would get 8.33%, and if you use the angle, or the angle of the ramp, it would come out to about 4.76. So all three of these readings will equal a compliant ramp. Right now, we're going to cover the different measurements that we usually take in a survey at a doorway. The first one that we'll show is how to measure the pound force that's required to open the door. We're going to be using the pressure gauge to measure the weight of the door or the pound force required to open it. In order to do so, you simply place the plunger against the door on what's called the leading edge of the door and as close to the door handle, or in this case the push bar, and you press on it and open the door. When you open the door, you push it for about 30 degrees and then take a reading. The pressure gauge has basically measured the amount of force required to open the door, and you just read the pound force that's shown on the plunger where the O-ring is now situated, and it happens to be about 10 pounds in order to open that door. Before we take the measurement of the door, I just want to talk about how important it is to make sure that the measurement is taken correctly. Make sure when you're taking a measurement that you hold the tape level and tight so that the measurement is accurate. Now we'll take the second measurement, which is the width of the door. The regulations require that a door be at least 36 inches wide or 32 inches of clear space when you're passing through the door when it's in the 90-degree position. So in order to measure the door, we always open it 90 degrees and measure it from the face of the door to the next door jamb or the other side of the door. This door happens to measure 33.5 inches in the open position, so it more than meets the minimum requirements for a clear passage through a doorway.